Hello, hello. Testing one, two, three, three.
Hello. One, two, three. Testing.
Did you pin my video? You do speaker view. Speaker view. Testing one, two, three.
Hello. One, two, three. Testing.
Is it switching? You probably have to do it then. You have to be the one who do the transition. Yeah.
Hello. One, two, three. Testing. Hmm. Okay.
You gonna come in or just stop? Hello, welcome to WS Strathfield English Service Online. Hope you guys are doing well during lockdown. So we decided to do this new format over Zoom now because, as you guys know, of the restriction. But nevertheless, I'm still glad that we can still worship online. We can still worship our God together. So to start off with, we're gonna sing together. We're gonna praise our God. So I'm just gonna invite the music team up now to lead us in worship.
It's so good to be singing with you despite being stuck at home. Let's sing our first song together, By Faith. By faith we see the hand of God in the light of creation's grand design, in the lives of those who prove His faithfulness, who walk by faith and not by sight. By faith our fathers roamed the earth, with the power of His promise in their hearts. Of a holy saints He built by God's own hands, a place where peace and justice reign. We will stand as children of the promise. We will fix our eyes on Him, our souls will walk till the race is finished and the work is done. We'll walk by faith and not by sight. By faith the prophets saw a day when the longs for Messiah would appear, with the power to break the chains of sin and death, and rise triumphant from the grave. And by faith the church was called to go in the power of the Spirit to the lost, and to deliver captives and to preach good news in every corner of the earth. We will stand as children of the promise. We will fix our eyes on Him, our souls the power of the gospel shall prevail. For we know in Christ all things are possible. For all who call upon His name, we will stand as children of the promise. We will fix our eyes on Him, our souls with reward, till the race is finished and the work is done. We'll walk by faith and not by sight. We will stand as children of the promise. We will fix our eyes on Him, our souls reward, till the race is finished and the work is done. We walk by faith and not by sight.
Thank you, music team. As if you just joined us now, welcome to WS Sheffield English Service Online. My name is Dan, and at WS we're all about being a people of God, growing in Christ, and reaching out with the gospel until He returns. And this week we continue with our 1 Peter series, and today we have Pastor Wayne preaching to us. So I'm going to be reading from the Bible. And then Pastor Wayne gonna present the message to us. So I'm gonna invite Pastor Wayne up now to share the message.
Thanks, Dan. It's great to worship with you all, and great to be worshiping even despite this lockdown and with us being at home. Well, if you've been with us the last 2 weeks, we've been in a new series in 1 Peter called Living Hope in Troubled Times. Living Hope in Troubled Times. And through this series so far, the question we've been focusing on is this. In the midst of our difficulty and trouble in life, where do we draw a hope? Where do we place our hope? About 2 weeks ago, on the 4th of July, Sydney Morning Herald came out with an article titled this. It said, a glimmer of hope with new Sydney COVID cases expected to decline. Glimmer of hope with new Sydney COVID cases expected to decline. In this article, it quoted our Premier Gladys Berejiklian saying this. She said, "We have seen the tide turn. We have seen those green shoots." And Dr. Carrie Chant said that she was forever an optimist, and there were glimmers of hope in the data of the lockdown ending soon. You know, at that time, the data showed that there were about 30 cases per day, and just under 10 people who were infectious in the community. And I think it's fair to say that we're all hoping to an end of this lockdown and this pandemic. But really, in light of the data this past week, those glimmers of hope of an end of the lockdown are much fainter than it was. In light of all that we're going through, I think it's also interesting to think about where we place our hope. We've been talking about hope the last 2 weeks, but I think there are often two mistakes that we make with respect to hope. The first mistake is we put our hope in the wrong things. To mistake our hope, to misplace it, and to say, if only I have this, then life will be good. If only this happens, then all will be well and I will be satisfied. To think, if only this lockdown and pandemic is over, then I'll have nothing to complain about. Or maybe if only I can get fully vaccinated, then I'll feel completely safe in life and have no anxieties and worries. Maybe it's more generally, if I can only get married, if I can only find a boyfriend and girlfriend, then I'll be fully satisfied. If I can only have my own kids, then I'll find my life's purpose and joy. If only I get my dream job, build my dream house, build my dream car, then I'll never desire anything again. The C.S. Lewis, he puts it this way. He says, most people, if they had really learned to look into their own hearts, would know that they actually do want, and want acutely, something that cannot be had in this world. There are all sorts of things in this world that offer to give it to you, but they never quite keep their promise.